Welcome to PCMC. I'm Mike Bongiorno. I'm joined today.
Did you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What a way to break through. Did you send?
I sent it. That made me laugh so hard. Just the specificity of
Shrek the Third on May 21st, 2007. Oh my God. Public lewdness.
We'll read the meme now.
Okay, now I have to read it. Before Netflix and chill, there was getting arrested for public lewdness during a screening of Shrek the Third on May 21st, 2007.
And there's just an image of a guy with his hand in a girl's pants.
Oh man. Listen.
Public lewdness.
He's got a Shrek shirt on.
The date is the amazing part.
Oh man.
Well, that's Janine Gagliardi.
Hello. Reliving my memories of Shrek the Third.
It's late. It's already late.
We're already loopy.
All right. So this is a Foley. It's a full throbbing episode.
I love to be in a full, as you know. And
Yeah.
I always say it.
Nice Foley.
I think my coffee went cold. I didn't even have a sip yet.
So, if you don't know what a
Still
Foley
good.
is, first of all, you know what we are. What
Yeah.
are you doing? What are you doing?
Get
This
out
is
of
pop culture man children.
It used to be all fulls. Till it wasn't.
What?
It used to be all fulls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like
fulls,
awful. It's still pretty
awful. Awful, all fulls. All fulls all the time. And then it switched it up. Then it was like a full and a mini. Then it was just topics. Now we're switching it up, keeping it loose.
Yeah.
That's a full today.
Well, the numbers have been up specifically on the topics. So
you keep those topics rolling out.
Yeah. I think it's good to keep the knives sharp, do a Foley now and again, especially because there's things you want to talk about that aren't a full episode.
No, yeah.
You just want to,
To
graze
riff on
it.
some stuff, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so the Foley is we do the first segment. We talk about news and trailers. The second segment is a chill sesh.
Mm-hmm.
The third segment is current obsessions. So you want to go to the news?
Let's do the news. And Anthony says this too. We always like the news because we never know what you're going to drop on us.
Okay. Our long national nightmare is over. The new iOS 17 update will no longer change the word fucking to ducking.
Yeah, and all the headlines were so great.
Yeah.
It's about ducking time or
Right.
ducking finally.
I am so excited about this because I always found it so
Condescending.
It's condescending. It's like, why are you pretending we live in a world
Where people
where
don't
the
say
word
this
where
word.
fucking isn't
Yeah.
a word?
Yeah. And it's always when I'm the most angry.
Yeah.
Is when I'm texting and I'm getting autocorrected.
Yeah.
And I'm getting angrier.
Is it autocorrect or Microsoft Word where if you get it right, it won't ever suggest it, but if you spell it, it won't tell you it's wrong.
This one corrects it. It will just
it will correct. All right, so
correct
maybe I'm
it.
thinking about Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Like if you write fucking, it's not going to give you the squiggly line. It's going to
Yeah.
be like, okay, you got it. You know the secret word. You know the secret.
Oh, okay.
But it would never correct to it.
Yeah.
It would never go, did you mean
Yeah, right.
fucking?
Right, because they don't want like a kid doing their homework
Right.
to accidentally write it.
But it's like, how often do you actually text the word duck?
I'm always like, grow up, Apple. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Come on. We're not little baby ears.
Yeah. Fucking. People say fucking. Fuck. People fuck. People say fuck.
People in England, must have been losing their minds this whole time.
Yeah.
Just the potty mouths over there.
I know. I can't say cunt.
You can. Well, because that would autocorrect to ant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't want to duck you and your aunt. Oh my God, this episode is already lewd.
Very lewd. Don't listen to
This
it
is like
with
when
your
I saw
family.
Shrek the Third.
You really have to. It started off with, I mean.
Shrek the Third. The specificity. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited for Apple to treat us like goddamn adults.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know how I feel about predictive text in general.
I always get a kick out of it.
I mean, yes, but
It's
like,
just like for funsies.
as the tool, you doing what the tool's supposed to do, how often does it really work? I feel like it slows me down more than anything.
Yeah, like half the time I think it can be a little simplifying, especially if
I
you're
love when they
doing
make
like
it two
a quick
words.
text
It's
like
like,
back to somebody, like, can't see
Yeah.
you there.
Yeah.
Something stupid, you know?
Like, I know my big fat thumb hit the wrong thing, but like, you thought I was trying to say 2 words? Like some of the shit, it's like, that's what you
Or
thought?
sometimes it's like a word that was misspelled by one
You
letter,
sure
and
about
they're
that?
like, "I have." You sure?
You sure
You're really
about that?
sure? Aw.
Sure about that?
It's or like sometimes they'll have like, "I have no suggestions for this," and it's like, you're gonna make me respell this long ass word because I was like one letter off. Like, really?
Right. That's what blows my mind. It's like, how do you not know? How do you not know what I was trying to do?
Yeah. But sometimes I just screenshot, like, they give responses, like whole responses.
Really?
Sometimes. Where my favorite is just okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll get some crazy text message from somebody, and then you haven't even started typing yet. And, like, the responses are sometimes, like, good, okay,
Yeah.
or no.
Yeah.
And I'll screenshot it and be like, because it's totally inappropriate to the text I received. I just get such a real laugh out of it. Like, you stupid computer.
You dumb.
You'll never replace us.
You don't know anything. So yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting news.
Yeah. Grown-ups being grown-ups in the grown-up world.
I heard something else today that it's not really news, but it was news to me.
Okay.
So
This segment is called News to Me.
yeah. Did you know? So you might know that I have a Cavapoo named Peach.
Mm-hmm. I do. I met Peach.
You've met Peach.
My son
Loves Peach.
loves Peach to death.
Yeah.
Almost suffocated her.
Yeah. She loved it though. No, she loves the attention.
She was so good. And she was even making like, it was the first and only time a dog has growled at my child where I was like, no, she is right. And she barely growled.
Yeah.
And what he was doing to her was worthy of a bite. And like, he
She's so
wanted
patient.
to hug her so hard that she was just trying to like
He
get
was
off his
Lennying
lap.
her.
He was Lennying her, and he was like just holding her.
Yeah.
And then I felt his grip because I was like, no, like, you have to let her go. Like, she's gonna freak out. And she was like, kind of like making these like noises. So she's trying to wrench out of his arms, and he was holding her with such force. I was really like, you're gonna get bitten and you're gonna deserve it. Like, you gotta let go, man. She's very sweet.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah. My pride and joy. So what I found out was that Pete Davidson has a Cavapoo. He just got one.
Okay.
And
As PETA people came after him.
yeah. Because he bought it. But he's
shop.
they're hypoallergenic dogs.
Yeah. And they're like, that's not true. It's like, oh, shut up.
I mean, no dog really is, but some dogs are so much
I
better
hate
for it.
PETA. I do.
PETA annoys me.
There's
I like the ASPCA.
Yeah, there's animal
PETA
rights
as an
groups that do it
organization-
well. PETA is not one of
Right.
them.
I mean, it's been a while since I did this, but they used to do really annoying, like shocking things. Like okay.
There are all these things where like they
and I'm a
kill the animals
vegetarian and shit.
themselves to like create.
I don't know. There was that weird documentary that was like super anti-PETA. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
remember enough of it, and I haven't checked if it's real. But I just know PETA's weird.
I don't know if she's still the leader of PETA, but there was a woman who was in charge for a while. Was like, my only wish is that when I die, my body is cooked in a barbecue, so that when people walk past, they say, "Oh, that smells delicious," and they find out it's a human. And I'm like, you think it's gonna shock people, lady? I'm like, I live across the street from a funeral home, and when they cremate people, it smells like barbecue outside, and I love it.
Is that true?
Yeah, and it's delicious.
Do you really love it?
I love the smell. Yep, long
Does it
pig.
make your mouth? Long pig.
Long pig.
Does it make your mouth water?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna become a cannibal tomorrow, but
Like next week?
I'm saying it's not the worst option.
Okay. All right.
Listen, we're in the end of days here,
Oh,
pal.
gosh.
When I'm looking at that orange sky and I see the people swinging back and forth on top of their vehicle poles, looking for water,
Yeah.
like it's around the corner, spraying themselves in the mouth with silver. Like,
we get it. Yeah.
it's all happening.
What was my point? Oh, I don't like Pete Davidson.
No?
For a lot of reasons.
Oh.
Well, actually, not too many. I don't think he's funny. That's the main one.
Okay.
And then his persona kind of annoys me. But as I said to Jen, this makes me like him a little bit more.
Because he has a Cavapoo?
Because he has a Cavapoo.
Or because he, like, yelled at PETA?
Both, but because he has a Cavapoo. No, I don't like the yelling at PETA. I don't like the anger.
No?
No, I don't get it. But I like that he has a Cavapoo.
All right.
This is news.
This is news.
Well, he has a Cavapoo. That's news. And my feelings about it.
My only thing with buying from those shops is they're often very sick. So they'll get these dogs from like farm situations, like puppy mills, right? And they sell them, but often the dogs are sick.
Yeah.
So like my mom bought from one of these places, and her dog was a Cavachon and had to be...
And that's a Cavalier King Charles with
Bichon.
Wallachon.
With Wallachon, yeah. So
inconceivable.
Yeah. Yes. So it's Cavalier King Charles character actor combo. Really good. But yeah, sweetheart. Love this dog. Her name was Lady. She looked like Lady from Lady and the Tramp. And she had to bring her back within a couple of weeks for treatment. But they did treat the dog, but like she had to be on a nebulizer and like all these things because she had like this cough, like this little cough that she came with, and then it was like a lung problem.
Yeah, oh yeah, kennel cough.
Kennel cough. She had kennel cough. And then eventually she died prematurely of a heart attack because she was just sick. It was horrible. But yeah, these places, they I wish people didn't patronize them because they're selling you sick animals. It's very sad. And you know, that's not good. But I mean, I get why people he has so much money, he could have gotten it from a breeder, you know? People get pissed about breeders too, but it's like, you know, if it's the choice between a puppy mill and a breeder, like go with the breeder.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, it would be never mind. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into politics, you know what? But we got Peach the way we did because Jen lives with her grandmother and her aunt. And they couldn't have a big dog. Like if you go to rescue a dog, it's a big dog. There's no little dogs.
Especially in our area, particularly in our area, it's either an elderly small dog.
Yeah.
Or like it has a history of biting.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Or a pit bull.
Right.
Or pit bull mix. And they're so sweet and cute and we love them, but they're big and strong.
Right.
And it's not necessarily the right fit for everybody.
Yeah. So the other day was Ghostbusters Day.
Oh man, I should have told Peter.
And you should have. And
he's Ghostbusters #1 fan.
Yes, he is.
In this house currently, I'm gonna say.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
really calling me out. So Jason Reitman, the director of the last movie and the producer of the new movie, he released the poster for the new movie.
Yeah,
and it's enigmatic. It's the Ghostbusters symbol.
Yeah,
but with like frost on it, like ice and snow on it. What could it mean? What could it mean?
What could it mean? I don't know, because I was delighted to find that the title of the upcoming movie is called Ghostbusters Firehouse.
No, it's not that anymore.
It's not. It changed.
Now they're calling it.
I was so happy about that.
That was never really why.
Because it's so like it's a totem of childhood, right? Like this place that is in this room right now.
Yes.
And that it seemed to suggest like it is a job. It is a working. It's got like a workplace movie,
right?
Like about like a working Ghostbusters Firehouse. Like that's something I want to see for sure. And also,
I think it was always a working title though.
Oh, okay. What's it called now?
It's a different working title. It's called Ghostbusters Hell's Kitchen. But neither of those are going to be the name.
Well, that's a shame.
They're filming it now in England. But it doesn't take place in England.
Okay,
they're just shooting
like
it there.
one of those big studios in England.
Yeah. And then like a few things they've shot in New York outside, but it's in New York.
I also thought it was just like a scraped logo at first,
right?
But it just seemed to really be frost.
No, there's ice here.
Yeah,
there's ice here. I don't know. I don't know what it means. What does this mean?
I don't know.
I do like the trend that's been going since actually I guess since always that it's like they always do something different with the symbol. Like
like 2. The peace
2 was
sign.
and then for the 2016 one, it was like it looked
had a vagina.
It looked no. Actually, it looked
Big boobs.
Yeah.
It.
It had like rivets on it. It looked like it was metal or something. And then what was it for the last one?
I didn't see that one, but I don't remember.
I think it was like it looked rusty or something, or like old.
Okay, that makes sense.
But this one's frosty.
Interesting.
Yeah. But they're filming it. There's all sorts of like.
Who's in it? The same crew?
Yeah. Plus, Kumail Nanjiani, Patton Oswalt.
Okay.
What's his name? Atherton, the guy who played Peck from the first movie, the EPA guy.
Oh, okay. He was the villain. I love that.
Paul Rudd's in it. It's all those same people again.
Okay.
Yeah. And it takes place in New York, and exciting. It's gonna be good.
Cool.
So, what else do we have going on? Oh, General Mills in cereal news.
In cereal news.
General Mills.
Salute, please do.
Is introducing a new monster cereal. Her name is Carmela Creeper.
Carmela Creeper, get the hell out of here.
And Carmela.
Stop.
Do I have a picture of her?
Oh, Carmela.
I don't. Look her up. Carmela Creeper. She's like a DJ.
Is she caramel cereal?
She's caramel apple.
What?
Sounds gross. I know.
What?
Sounds disgusting. But she's like a zombie DJ?
Sure. It's coming up Caramel Creeper. No, that's like flower. Carmela.
Her name's Carmela.
All right.
Carmela Creeper.
Oh, Carmela Creeper cereal. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
she's like a suicide girl.
Yeah, like she's
got those like mini bangs.
She got a choker on.
She's got a choker. She's got like fishnet, like shirt under a ripped t-shirt.
Right. She's got like the beats.
Carmela Creeper, caramel apple cereal.
That sounds disgusting.
I don't know about this.
But is she a zombie or a Frankenstein? What are you?
She looks.
Why is she a DJ? Or am I just saying she's just because she's got the
headphones on,
and she's also holding the beats.
She's holding the beats like a DJ would, and she's got her hand up in the air like she's working a crowd.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's a DJ. Cause look at this.
What?
Oh, this shot.
Oh yeah,
she's got a turntable in front of her.
The monster.
Oh, the monsters are getting down. Now, who are these other fellows here? There's like a wolf and a mummy.
I don't know that wolf and mummy.
Yeah, I know Boo Berry.
I mean, we all know Boo Berry. We all know
Frankenberry.
Frankenberry. We all know Count Chocula.
Chocula, but of course. Interesting. Oh, you know what my kids are into now?
What?
The Smurfs.
Really?
It's a Nickelodeon show. It's bad.
Is it new?
It's new. Yeah. It feels French to me, but I know he was Belgian, so I mean that's why.
Does it have one name? The creator?
Yeah, it's like oh shit.
I want to say Pele, but it's not Pele.
No, Peo. This is unfortunate. It sounds like, Peo. We don't like that. We don't want that near the kids. But yeah, Peo, right?
Yeah.
Wait, oh no. Yeah, those other two are just there.
Yeah,
there's a Monster Mash remix cereal as well, and she's doing the remixing. I guess
that's when they put all of them together. But I can't imagine caramel apple going well with chocolate.
The berries and the chocolate together. That's diarrhea in a bowl. Sure, I'll try it.
I mean, I'll try any cereal.
Yeah, why not? It just tastes like sugar mush in your mouth. Anyway.
I love sugar mush in my mouth. I love cereal.
I love cuisine.
I want to try Magic Spoon. Have you listen to podcasts?
I have tried Magic Spoon.
How is it?
Not good.
It
tastes like chemical poison.
It's not all that they say it is.
No.
It's not being a kid.
Tastes like crap.
For grown up.
Tastes like crap. I don't like it.
All right, 1 second. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by.
So sponsored by Magic spoon. Yummy, delicious in your mouth.
Anyway,
$18 a box. Don't worry.
$18
Yeah,
a
it's so
box?
expensive. Unless they brought the price down. But the initial offering price, you had to buy it on the website only. It's like in grocery stores now, but it was like $18 a box. And it was like, it's high protein health food
everything
cereal.
I watch online
tasted like fucking poison.
advertises it.
Yeah.
Because they go for like nostalgia bullshit.
Okay, I see.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
hey, remember what you ate when you were a kid watching cartoons? How about that, but healthy?
Yeah, no, it's not. It tastes like garbage.
What did you? Well,
high
which
sugar
one did you
content
try?
too. I don't know. It was like a pink box, or did I try the chocolate one? But they only have a. I mean,
There's
they
like
might,
a peanut butter one. They aren't they? They're like specifically trying to be like other
cereals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
But,
this
I mean,
is a healthy version of Cocoa Puffs. This is a healthy version of Lucky Charms, or whatever.
Yeah, the art on the box is cool.
Okay.
It's like a cool looking box. Like their graphic designers are good, but I thought it tasted like garbage. I'd be willing to try it again, but I would not be willing to pay $18 for it.
I just feel like you have to try every flavor before you can really say.
I guess, but if you've been poisoned once, like why go back?
Poisoned.
Poisoned.
Whenever Jen doesn't like something, she says it tastes like diapers, and I'm like, why?
So good. I love that.
Like,
It tastes like diapers.
Like why?
Oh my god.
But
Like,
she's
does she mean shit or like
diapers.
Like, actually diapers.
Like diapers.
Oh, quiet. That's one of my Ledford children.
Oh no. They're gonna find out we're podcasting.
They heard.
Oh no.
They heard me talking about cereal. They're like, cereal? Do you have some cereal?
I want some delicious cereal. Can you imagine feeding your kids a magic spoon?
Oh my god, there's so much commotion happening right now.
That's your husband running after the child.
Sometimes, I mean, like sometimes he'll just full on run through the halls in the middle of the night. This is like the scariest thing in the world.
Because you're like, it's a Chucky.
Yeah, it's a little Chucky coming after me. But I really had that parent. It's like a rite of passage with parenting. Like I had the jump scare. Like usually, like if the kid, like one of our kids is coming in the room, I can hear them before they're in our room. And I'm like, half asleep. But I had the jump scare of being like, I was in a deep sleep, and then I opened my eyes, and my son's face was right here next to me, and he had a big old smile on his face, and he was like, "Hi, mommy." I was like, oh.
I want to play a game.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, don't do that. If you want a mommy to be alive, don't do that ever.
The smiling is what really creeps you
Yeah.
out. It's hilarious.
Just wide awake. Ay.
The jump scares a rite of passage. I don't remember. I don't recall ever jump scaring my
That's
parents.
a rite of passage, just to be standing next to the bed and your sleeping parent is like startled by your presence.
Because you don't know how to wake them up. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't how do I wake them up.
Just like usually they just jump on us, like they
Yeah.
jump onto us into the bed.
Yeah.
That's how they wake us up. Oh man! All right, so Magic Spoon. I'm not a fan. I would say unequivocally.
Okay. What was the last cereal you tried that you liked? Like new cereal?
Like a new cereal? Ooh, I tend to like if I see something on the shelf, but it's usually like a variant of something I already like. So it'll be like a different Lucky Charm or like there was holy shit, there was Cocoa Pebbles with marshmallows.
Yeah.
Outrageously good.
Mm.
My favorite chocolate cereal is
Cocoa
Cocoa
Pebbles?
Pebbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than Cocoa Krispies.
It's
Cocoa
my favorite.
Puffs.
It's my favorite chocolate cereal.
Mhm.
Yet
I prefer Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles
Yeah,
are
me
better.
Me too.
Sorry.
Yeah. But it just means it's so they're so good. The Pebble cereal is so good.
Yeah, it's just a good mouthfeel.
Yeah. It's excellent. I love it. It also does the best things to the milk.
Yes.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. You know what Rice Krispie, whatever, the chocolate Rice Krispies or whatever the fuck. There's another chocolate that I don't like. Not Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs I actually do like, but they can be a little rough on the mouth.
I think they're serviceable. I think if you need a chocolate cereal and you don't have options, that's a good one.
You need one.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's like you're in a bind. You need a chocolate
You
cereal.
need a chocolate cereal. That's all the store has. It's fine. You know what I'm going to say? Chocolate Frosted Flakes. Too sweet.
I've never tried that.
It's not bad. You think like you've hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
And then it's too much. It's just too much. And it's not that it's rich. It's just too sweet. It's like sugar. Like it's
Is it like chocolate flavored and then we're going to frost it on top of that?
So it's like,
Okay.
hat on a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much. It comes at you with the ferocity of a tiger.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they know what they're doing when they choose these mascots.
All right, you want to go to trailer corner?
Sure.
The second trailer, the long trailer for Barbie came out.
I can't, it has no right to be this good.
Yeah.
It has no right to look this good. Every person in the world that I know is excited about this movie. And like grown men, people who never played with a Barbie in their life, like just
it just looks so good.
Excited, and it looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
It looks like it's good. It makes me laugh every time a new trailer comes out. I laugh genuinely. Yeah. It looks great. It seems like there's an interesting story there.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, I worry that the film will have like a really strong like first third or first half, like when they're in Barbie land, and then it might like, fall off a little bit when they're in the real world.
You also don't want it to overstay. You don't want the joke to overstay its welcome. Mm-hmm. It seems like from the trailer, it's real thick, it's real heavy.
Yeah.
And it could sort of be crushed under the weight of its own winking. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I feel like you run the risk of that happening more in the real world because we already know the rules in the real world, right? Where there's world building happening, right? Like, keeps and maintains our interest in the beginning of the movie.
So I never played with Barbies, but part of me wonders, like, are there any people out there? Like, yes, I agree with you. Everyone I know wants to see it. It looks great. But are there any people out there that are like, I kind of wish they had done it. Like, just done a movie about a woman named Barbie. Like maybe she's a model. I don't know. Like,
there's so many of those, though. There's a whole, like, library of Barbie movies.
Yeah, but not like the CG straight to DVD bullshit.
They're made for kids. They're kids' movies. They're about Barbie, and they're about her, like, her stories and, like, all the different dolls.
Yeah, but maybe you want a theatrical release with an A-list star.
I guess. I mean, there was the Tyra Banks one. That was for Disney. Like, I remember you brought up, was it in an Anthony episode where it's like, what if they did, like, Black Barbie, but she was, like, the main character?
Yeah.
That's what they did, essentially. It was called Life Size. It was a Tyra Banks. She was the doll. And,
right. Yeah. I've heard of this.
Lindsay Lohan was the girl.
Yeah. Jen told me about this.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was watching the trailer to Barbie, Jen pointed out some things that I didn't even notice. Like, the way she floats down off the roof would be like the way you play with her.
Play with a doll. You just take her from the roof and bring her down. Yeah.
When she says, my shower was cold, you see her react, but there's no water coming out of the shower.
Yeah. That thing I sent you from Architectural Digest about the houses, there's no walls. None of the houses have walls. They're designed like the toys. Yeah. So everything is open.
Yeah.
And it literally open.
Right.
Like a play set.
The look of the Barbie world and all of the outfits, or most of the outfits, are like real outfits that were toys.
Yeah.
So that world looks so good.
Incredible.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't, like, when it leaves that world, you're like, oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, that there's a drop off.
Right. Now we do fish out of water jokes.
Yeah. Which seems like it would be the case, but we'll see. It's like a Bildungsroman, like she's going on her hero's journey into the world. Right. I love the Kate McKinnon Barbie.
Yes.
The Barbie that was destroyed by the little girl. The cut hair marker. She's always in the splits. That was her poster was this Barbie's always in the splits. Because there's just a doll abandoned on the floor.
Right.
Full split. And it's always how it goes.
Right. Her hair cut.
I never cut my doll's hair. But I did always put them underwater nude.
Sure.
You had to take all their clothes off, put them in the bath.
Yeah.
And then their heads would just fill right up with water.
Something, see, maybe it's in the movie, not in the trailer. It's just completely buck naked Barbie. Like she wouldn't have anything. You know what I mean? Like she would be like
Mattel
flat.
is very involved.
Yes,
I doubt they'll do that.
But it looks like they're making right. But we all have the buck naked Barbie.
The buck naked Barbie.
Like you won't like. She'll just have like. No nipples.
Well, yeah.
Like the sort of, I don't know if they still do this, but like they're just sort of like flesh colored panties.
Well, that was a thing. So my earliest Barbie dolls didn't have that, but then in the 90s we had underwear Barbie dolls where they had underwear on, and it was like granny panty underwear. Yeah. It had like lacy pattern, but like doilies. Like it looked crazy.
They should have that.
Yeah.
Go or something.
One of my earliest memories is hiding under the kitchen table and taking off Ken's pants just to see what he had down there. You know what? I wasn't disappointed.
Oh, you? My mistake.
Turns out it was a lot like what I had. Who knew? But yeah, and Barbie's so formative for, half the population, right? Yeah. There was that thing that Anthony shared where it was like, what does this take? Where it's like, you know what? When I see Barbie, I see consumerism and I see wealth. And all these poor people and the kids who grew up poor in like
Barbies are
$3 homes were like, Barbies cost $6. What are you talking about? Like, you don't have to get the craziest Barbie. Like a regular Barbie.
It looks like
is cheap. A lot of poor kids have this as their only toy. It's like their treasured item.
It looks. I mean, obviously Mattel is very involved, but it does seem like it's engaging with the things about it. Yeah, you know what I mean, the criticisms we have of it. Yeah. So,
I love the feet. I'm sure Quentin Tarantino does too.
That's so funny. Yeah.
I love the Barbie feet.
There's something troubling. I don't know what it is. There are two cuts of this trailer. Yeah. There's the cut that I saw online where the transgendered actress says flat feet. Ugh. Yes. But then when I saw it in a theater, you still heard that dialogue, but they didn't show that character. They showed there was a different shot in there, and I was like, are they trying to like
erase her
hide
from
the transgendered character from the advertising?
I don't think it's like hits you in the face that this character is played by a transgender actress. Like, I mean, but it's just weird to me. She doesn't look transgender. Like, I don't. She looks like everybody else. She looks like a Barbie.
It's just weird to me that I noticed the two different. That's the only the difference that I noticed. I could be wrong,
One thing I find is odd. It's sort of like J.J. Abrams directing Star Trek and then directing Star Wars. It's like doing the same. Will Ferrell is the villain in this, and he was also the villain in the Lego movie.
And it seems they're similar things.
Similar. Like, he's the enemy of toys. Like, right. He doesn't want you to play. It also
looks like they're making him like supposed to be like the president of Mattel, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, then there's the old lady in the trailer. People said if you watch her captions, it says her name is Ruth. So maybe she's Ruth Handler.
Supposed to be the creator of Barbie. But she's dead, right?
She's very dead. She also went to jail for fraud for many years. Oh. She
embezzled.
Some scheme where she was cooking the books and
when you never had money and then you start making all this money, it's like, why do I have to give Uncle Sam all my money?
There was a lot of that in the 80s in the toy biz. There was some crazy shit.
I made this money. I don't want you to have it.
Yeah. But she even calling her the creators, is it? It was because there was a German doll first.
Oh yes. It was. They brought it back from the war, and then they created it based on that, right?
Yeah, but that's
yeah. What's the name?
That's not called creating.
Is it? It wasn't Frenchie, right?
No. I forget what it was called.
Frenchie is
Lily.
Doll.
Is it Lily?
Maybe. Mitzi or something.
Is it Gilded Lily?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But she was weird because she was she had nipples. She was a lewd
Was she supposed to be a little weird sex doll?
But no, it was more like a gag doll. You weren't supposed to rub your dick on it. I don't think, or whatever you want to do. I don't know whatever you want to do.
I guess you didn't know how to use it.
But it looks good. I love Margot Robbie.
She's so beautiful. She's a perfect Barbie. I think she is the
perfect person to play Barbie.
I just think she hits it out of the park on in every way, right? Yeah. She's good and she's beautiful. She looks like Barbie.
Yeah, right, exactly. I like in the trailer when you see Build Lily.
Oh, Build Lily.
BILDLILLI. German fashion doll. Huh. I like when the kids are we haven't played with Barbie since we were 5, and she's crying.
Oh. Ryan Gosling. I mean, let's talk about him for a moment, please. I never felt any which way about Ryan Gosling.
Sure.
Until this trailer. I've seen La La Land, Blade Runner. I think he's fine.
I know. Yeah, I never loved him the way that some people seem to absolutely love him.
Yeah, people who saw Place Behind the Pines or Between the Pines, when they were in college, really, really adore him and love him. And I never felt any which way about him.
I mean, I liked him, but I
didn't like him or dislike him. I was just like, there he is. People like also that movie, Drive.
Yeah, people love that.
Yeah, people like that a lot. So, that's fine. But man, oh man, do I love him in this movie. And I haven't even seen it.
Yeah,
he just, who knew he was funny?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's funny in things.
Like, he seems very funny.
I think he's funny in
He's
La La
all the
Land.
laughs in. Oh, you
the
do?
trailer, yeah.
I didn't find him funny. I found him like annoying in La La Land. I don't know. Like, I don't think the laying on the horn thing is charming at all. I'm like, what a dick. Like, just, you did better not marrying this guy. Get rid of him. Oh, I hate it. But, that was the character. Like, I didn't blame that on Ryan Gosling. I just, I didn't like that character.
But he's been getting a lot of weird shit for his age. People are like, oh, he's too old to play Ken. It's like, well, come on.
Ken is a plastic ageless doll.
Come on.
What about Arnold?
You know what's weird?
Arnold, right? It's Arnold. Isn't it? There's all, like, he's
Alan?
just Ken. Alan, that was it.
Do you think kids will like it?
No, I don't think it's for kids.
So that's the worrying thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's
like a little girl might want to see it.
It's like a postmodern Barbie movie, and I think it's not for kids. But I think,
little girls are gonna want to see it.
Well, okay. I look at it the way I looked at Clueless. I loved Clueless when I was a kid, and half of it went over my head. I mean, more than half went over my head, and I loved it for the spectacle, and I thought it was beautiful to look at, and I loved the outfits and the houses and like the being a teenager, and like even though I didn't understand most of it. And then when I became, an adult or even a teen, I was like, oh, well, first of all, I probably shouldn't have been watching this, but secondly, like I love this movie on another level.
Yeah.
And I think if a kid does go to see it, I mean, depending on the rating, what is it? PG-13 or is it PG or what is it?
I forget.
Do we know? I think a lot of that, like the like meta stuff or the existential stuff, or it doesn't seem like there's anything like dirty except for the what's it, like the jacking off joke.
Yeah. But no, there's a lot of adult stuff.
The beat you off stuff. Yeah. I think that'll just go over their heads and they'll just enjoy it for like the pretty colors. Yeah. I think they will enjoy it. But one of the things I love about it is if you love Barbie, you'll love this movie. If you hate Barbie, you'll love this movie.
Yeah.
I like that in the trailer.
I can't wait.
Me neither. I really can't.
Wait. I actually saw Clueless at a movie party at Alamo, and it was one of the best movie-going experiences I've had in a long time.
Yeah?
I mean, everybody there was into it, applauding things, calling out lines, but not in an annoying way, like laughing at all the right things. Like, it was like such a good experience. And it was one of those experiences where it's like, you really feel like being with an audience does change the way you
absolutely
because I've always loved that movie, but like watching it with the audience, I was like, wow, this is like just perfect. This movie's like an absolute perfect classic movie.
Gem. Yeah. Absolutely. It's a great piece of advice. If you love a movie, go see it with a group because you're gonna love it even more. Yeah. Because you'll find your community of people who also love it as much as you do. Yeah. And they love all the same things.
Yeah.
Like I always liked the movie Warriors. Like I thought it was cool. And then I went to an outdoor showing of it and I found it thrilling. I'd never been thrilled by it before. And then it was like electric. Like watching it with the crowd. People were like cheering and like screaming. Like I would never do that alone. Yeah. But like with a group, it was like this fever pitch. It was so great.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched it since.
Don't ever
I
watch
won't.
it again.
It'll just ruin it.
So we also looked at the trailer for a new series coming out called My Adventures with Superman.
It looks so cute. It's like a little anime Superman.
Yeah, but it looks great.
Yeah.
But the thing that to me is the most intriguing is it's on Adult Swim.
Yeah, that's weird. Seems like it should be like on Toonami.
What I read about, which is kind of a part of Adult Swim.
Yeah.
The
anime part.
What I read about it is it's serialized.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe that's what makes it not for kids. Like it doesn't look like it's gonna have like cursing in it.
No.
But I think it's gonna be like what we're used to with like Netflix shows or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be like most kids shows. Every episode is interchangeable, like in terms of the timeline for the most part. Like there's not a lot of progression. Like I think like this is gonna have like I don't know 12 episodes or whatever it is. I don't know. and each one will progress the story.
Okay.
I think that's why. But it's just the fact that it's premiering at midnight.
Yeah, so weird.
And it seems fresh. It really does. And I know there's so much Superman stuff. There's multiple things out at the same time. There's that Superman and Lois show. I don't know if it's still on or it ended recently or whatever, but it just looks. It's got Jack Quaid as the voice of Superman.
Oh, cute.
From Boys, and
I like him.
He's also a voice from the Star Trek cartoon. And,
okay.
Yeah, and
he's from Meg Ryan.
Yes, he is from that. And he's the killer in one of the Scream movies.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's got a good killer face.
Yeah,
he's cute.
He's a good.
And he's got like a smirk.
He has one of the best killer reveals because
really?
he stabs his girlfriend and he goes, "I know it's a bummer that it's me."
Oh no.
It looks. I like the way Lois looks in it. It looks
got that sporty short haircut.
It looks fresh enough.
Yeah. It's almost like when they did the Ultimate run with Marvel, where they made them all younger.
Yeah,
like they seem fresh out of college.
Yeah, they seem much younger. Yeah.
Like and they seem like her and Jimmy.
Yeah,
and Clark. They seem like a real team, which is cute.
Yeah, So, I'm into it. I love Superman. It's one of those things like we were talking about last week with like Star Wars. Like, they're very simple like touchstones that make a Superman story. And I feel like, some people say, "Oh, Superman's boring" or whatever. I feel like it's not hard to make a good Superman story if you're actually trying. I think the thing that stops people is, they're too stuck in the past. They won't allow it to be different, or you do it like Man of Steel did, which is it's so totally different. It doesn't even feel like Superman. Like this feels like, okay, these are the elements that are Superman, but it seems like fresh.
It almost reminds me of Buffy in the sense that it's like this is a team and they're gonna try to like solve crimes or like fix things, but like one of them is a superhero, except they know her secret identity, whereas like he has to keep it a secret.
But who knows?
But it would be great if it wasn't. It would be great if they knew.
Right.
And they were like, all right, go get him. Like, it's your turn.
Right. If there's one thing that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has given us is the idea of the secret identity, which was such an important part of superhero narratives, is so unimportant now. Yeah. Because they don't do it. Yeah. Even like in other superhero media outside of Marvel, it's like it's any amount of time before they reveal to everyone that they're a superhero. You know what I mean? Like Superman, like in the original, like for 50 years, he did not tell Lois he was Superman. Yeah. But now, like any superhero show, like 2 episodes in, they're gonna tell their mom. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna happen.
Somebody's gotta know.
Right. So this looks cute. It premieres at midnight on in late June.
The only way I'll be up is if we're recording.
It's on, but it'll be on Max.
On Max the next day.
Yeah, so I'll be watching it on Max.
On Max. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like Max.
So the next trailer.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
So cute. Also looks weird. I mean, last episode we were talking about like different animation styles, and this is one of those
very influenced by Spider-Verse.
Very much so. But I feel like, I mean, even all the animation we were talking about last episode, I feel like that's all coming out of like this Spider-Verse. Like
Spider-Verse is incredible. I just saw the second one, and on a technical level, it's the best animated movie that's ever been. It's just insane.
I feel like it was just such a watershed moment for animated anything.
Because it really was it was so bold in its vision that it was like, it was a risk, and it did so fucking well. Yeah. That like now they're doing it. I mean, like this doesn't look exactly like it, but it's in the same wheelhouse of it.
Yeah, where it's sort of like messy animation, brush strokes, but then also the turtles look like clay. Yeah. Which is so cool. Yeah. Because even like, I think it's Michelangelo, like he almost looks like he has like tool lines on his chest. Yeah. At one point. It's just so cool. It's so black. Yeah. Like, I feel like the turtles are black.
I think
April is black. The soundtrack is black. The villain is black. Like it's like black Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. It's so cool.
I believe 2 of the actors of the first of all, they all they're nobody kids. They found real kids, which is such a smart
great.
idea.
They sound like kids. They sound young.
Such a smart idea.
Yeah.
And I believe 2 of the kids who voice them are black.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the soundtrack is, I think.
Who's the villain?
The main villain is
the soundtrack is Can I Kick It?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main villain is oh fuck, what's his name?
Who is that? It's not Shredder.
No, it's not. Actually, I don't think Shredder's in it at all.
It's like a fly? I don't know what that is. Bebop and Rocksteady are visible for like 1 second.
Yeah. They're voiced by Seth Rogen and John Cena. The cast is stacked. Well, it's written by Seth Rogen.
Yes.
The main villain is Superfly, played by Ice Cube.
Okay.
Listen to this cast. Rose Byrne is Leatherhead.
Okay.
Seth Rogen is Bebop. Jackie Chan is Splinter.
You know, it sounded like Jackie Chan, but I didn't want to assume. When
one of the kids
said, "You ratted us out,"
and he goes, "Don't use that word that way."
It's offensive.
Yeah.
It's so great. And he's so cute.
Yeah, I know.
He's just so cute.
I like that Michelangelo has braces. Why does he have braces? Who gave him the braces?
I know.
They look so cute. And like in the trailer, they're talking like he has a memory of, he has like a fantasy of like, what if we save everybody and everyone accepts us? And it looks like a kid's drawing of it,
crayon or something. I love it.
Paul Rudd is Mondo Gecko.
Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito is Baxter Stockman.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was born to play Baxter Stockman. That's hysterical.
Ayo Edebiri is April.
Okay, she voices Missy in Big Mouth.
Okay.
She's the star of the upcoming movie Bottoms.
Maya Rudolph is, I don't know, Cynthia Ultram. And Ray Fillet is Post Malone.
Wait, someone's playing Post Malone?
No.
What?
The character is Ray Fillet.
Oh,
played by Post Malone.
Okay.
Genghis Frog is played by Hannibal Buress.
Okay.
Just crazy.
I love this cast.
Crazy amount of people. Yeah, I don't think there's a Splinter at all, which is
fun.
good. Do something different.
Else, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. But it makes me think. Talking about Barbie, Jen said like this is like my Ninja Turtles, but I think maybe the female audiences are more sophisticated because I feel like if you made a Ninja Turtles that was just making fun of how stupid the idea was, I don't know if I'd like it.
Huh. Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's also the expectations. We live in our current pop culture is so like.
I'm gonna just comment on that. I don't know if this is a pushback or what, but I would say
get your hands off me.
I'm so sorry.
Stop pushing me back.
Just have you by the collar. I'm you yoked up. I think it might not work because Barbie was a straightforward idea from the jump, where it's like, this is a beautiful doll for girls. Her name is Barbie.
And there's no narrative behind it.
Yeah, it's Barbie. Here she is.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was stupid from the jump, right? Like that's why it's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right,
it's silly and stupid, and then we're gonna make it ultra violent because it's like the dumbest shit you've ever heard of.
But like think about like Adam West Batman. I feel like they wouldn't do that now. Batman is the most serious thing that we must take so serious.
Yeah. But I think you could easily do it unserious and have it be successful. Like Lego Batman was really good.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, it's like when something is presented as silly to begin with, that's like, we're going to deconstruct it even more. Like the only way to do it is to go dark, which they did, or to go light again, which this is. And sort of being more true to the spirit.
True.
I don't know. But I think that's
I've liked almost every version of Ninja Turtles. It's funny, people argue on Ninja Turtles, but I think Ninja Turtles more than any other franchise has always rebooted. It like there's and there's and it's not like there's one
maybe
version
as much as Batman, actually, because Batman's always had a new animated series,
and every version is around for about the same amount of time,
a couple years.
So like people tend to say like when they were kids, this was the best one or this is the real one, and it's like not really. Like it just constantly reboots, because it's just a simple high concept.
Yeah.
And I think it actually is tending to get better. I mean, it's the same thing.
This looks good.
Yeah, this looks funny. It looks good. It looks interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think it's like doable for my kids?
I don't know.
I'd be a
mean,
little
they
scary.
premiered the trailer at the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards.
That's like 7-8-year-olds. That's like
Okay. I don't know then.
they love the Liberty Science Center just had over the summer they had a Ninja Turtles exhibit, which was really cool. And the kids went to that and they'd like never seen Ninja Turtles before, but they loved it.
Oh wow.
And they had
I didn't know about that. I would have went to that.
it was really cool. I mean, you probably wouldn't have been able to crawl through all the things that they crawled through, but
Well,
you could have tried.
Sir, please. Sir.
Sir, we don't please get away from those kids.
Sir.
You're like, no, I don't care about the kids. I just want to experience this. They're like, this is not for you. It was cool. It was just like the science of the city, the science of the sewers, like the science of turtles, but it was all it was like a cityscape, and you could like run through it, and it was very cool.
Everything I know about sewers, I get from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
If the sewers could look wildly different from Ninja Turtles, and I would be shocked. I'd be like, this is what it looks like?
Yeah. It's just full of poop. No, like cool, cute apartments for like giant rats and turtles.
Yeah. Cool, cute apartment.
You know how you do.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a break and we'll come back with a chill shush.
All right.
Welcome back to PCMC. I'm Mike Bongiorno. I'm joined once again by Janine Gagliardi.
Hello.
Janine, how are you?
Good. I'm good.
Things are okay?
Things are all right. Could be better. Could be. I could be asleep. It could be not 1 a.m.
Well, this is what happens.
But PCMC is timeless.
That's
We
right.
exist outside of time. We only come out when everybody else goes to sleep. And we have to exist in our own silent world.
Yes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, we're here.
It's the chill sesh.
We're chilling.
This is a sesh where we chill and we just talk about what we're doing.
What have we been doing lately?
What you been chilling with?
What have I been chilling with? Well, let's see. I'm gonna save the big one for last.
Sure.
But we went on a trip recently. I did a ton of reading, which was
Okay,
great.
cool.
I read The Dutch House by Ann Patchett, which is it's not like fantasy or anything. It's
What
just
is it?
it's a fictional novel.
Okay.
About these, but it has like almost a fairy tale structure to it where it almost follows like a Hansel and Gretel story. But it's just like a straightforward like mid-century story about like this brother and sister
Cool.
whose father passes away, and then they get like pushed out of their house by the stepmother.
And there's a witch that eats them.
And there's a witch that eats them. They go live in a candy house. But it's just this relationship story between the brother and sister as told through their exile from this house. That's called the Dutch House because it was designed.
What made you pick it up?
The cover, honestly, it has a very arresting cover, and it's because
we all judge books by their cover.
I mean,
I
as we should.
don't judge people by the way they look, but I judge books by their cover.
Yeah.
How could you not?
How could you not? But I think there's this like epidemic of like same book covers.
Oh yeah, there's like 5 different kinds.
Yeah. There's only a few. So this is, I think, a very beautiful and arresting cover, and it has a lot to do with the story because this portrait plays a big role in the
Oh yeah, sure.
in the story, and so that's like the sibling. That's Maeve. That's a portrait of Maeve.
How did it feel to relax and read a book?
It was great. I did it so much while we were away. We were only gone 3 nights, and I was just like, it was
You read a
reading
whole
time.
book.
I read a whole book. It was great. It was wonderful. It's like a pretty long book. And then on the way back, I started The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman.
I read that.
It's a shorter one by him. And I was like halfway done with it, like on day 1, and then I finished it the next day.
I don't remember what it's about, but I read it.
I loved it.
Remind
I just
me
read
what it
2
was?
good books back to back. It felt so good.
Yeah, that's such a good.
So good. But it's about this kid who this really happened to Neil Gaiman, but he In the acknowledgments, he says he actually had no idea why they got rid of their car until 30 years later. But this happened to his family, that somebody stole his family car and committed suicide in it. It's like a crazy thing to have happened. But he didn't know about it because he was a child. So they shielded him from that. But then only later in life did he understand what had happened, because then the family got rid of the car and they had a new car all of a sudden. He didn't know why. But so it uses that as the frame. But basically, like, this guy steals their car and they get a call from the police like, oh, we found your car at the end of this lane. And they go to get it and there's a dead guy in the back. And then it's on the board. It's like he killed himself right outside this farm. And then the farm is basically run by the mother, maiden, and crone. And it's like this family of women, an old lady, and then the mom, and then the kid. And then he befriends the kid. Yeah. And it's like their adventure. And they're like just a family of witches. And it's just so cool.
Okay, so here's what's scary to me.
Yeah.
I looked it up on Goodreads.
Yeah.
I gave it 5 stars. So I loved it. You just described it to me and it's still not ringing a bell.
You don't remember a thing.
I finished it on December 1st, 2015.
Oh, so almost, 8
years ago.
8 years ago. It was a long time.
But I don't remember anything from it.
No. Read it again. It's a short little book.
What's wrong with me?
No.
I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Me neither.
I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything I ever read. If I can get one little thing. Yeah. I read a whole book about Japan recently. One thing I think I stuck in my head is that California is bigger than Japan.
Wow.
Which is mind-blowing, isn't it?
That is.
But that's it. That's all I got.
Wow.
Impressions. But this, I know I read it. I gave it 5 stars. You just described it to me. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I heard of that book.
You could have made that up. You could be like, no, here's what it's really about.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's not so weird. It also, I think it's also the time of your life too.
Yeah.
Like I read.
My memory is worse than ever right now. I hope it comes back one day, but I don't know if it will. Maybe. I always prided myself on having a pretty strong memory, and it's like very bad lately.
I have a terrible memory. I have everything that's bad for memories. Depression, anxiety.
Yeah. My anxiety is worse than ever, though. I think that's probably why I'm dropping things like just right out of my brain. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing stick. They just not stick.
Just boop, falling right out.
Does not stick. Well, that's cool. God damn. Yeah, I've been reading more too lately, and so relaxing. Such true meditation.
I love it so much, and I rarely get to do it. And I'm always reminded, just like my favorite thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's just my favorite
thing. Isn't that funny thing? The things that you know, but somehow have to keep relearning. Mm-hmm. Like reading is good.
Reading is good for you.
Getting sleep is good. Your
soul. Yeah.
Eating healthy makes my tummy feel better.
Yeah, I feel better when I don't eat shit.
Yeah, like why can't I fucking just remember that?
YouTube and like all this stuff is just shit for our brains, right?
Yeah.
And like it's so easy that we just fall into it. And reading so much in the last like couple weeks has just reminded me like I'd rather do that.
I know. But it's so easy just to pick up your stupid phone
while I was away because I just had my book in front of me. And usually I have like a lot of distractions around me. You know, there's like it's very busy all the time. It's very loud all the time. Like you can't really concentrate on a book. So that makes it difficult. But I'm so happy to say like I've been making the choice to just be like, I don't want to do this. Like if I have a moment, like, I'm going to pick up something to read.
Yeah.
It's been great. And then we did watch like I've said before, like The Crown is my cozy watching, even though it's like pretty dramatic. It's just pretty. So we started the last season, season 5. We did like 2 episodes of that. I think it was it's been very good. We did some Muppets Mayhem.
I haven't started that.
We're a couple episodes in. Every review I've read said it gets off to a rocky start, but then it builds to something really good. So I'm sticking with it. It's kind of generic-y Muppets. Nothing blowing me away yet, but you know, it's about the Electric Mayhem. So it's like a band story.
I mean, that's an interesting twist on it.
Yeah.
Is Kermit in it? Or
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him. I don't think he is, though. I don't think he shows up.
Me and Jen really love the 2015 The Muppets show. That was like a Muppets kind of like office show.
Oh, okay.
The world did not give it a chance. No. And it did have a little bit of a rocky start, but like 2 or 3 episodes in, it's cooking and it's really good.
Something we loved was it Muppets Now or something. It was like the streaming.
Yeah, that was the
It was like what it aired with like Disney Plus. It was like one of the first things.
Yeah.
We loved it. We thought it was so good.
Yeah, that was. I loved the cooking show with the turkey.
Oh, that was so good.
And
yeah,
she would go.
It's so simple and stupid, but it was so good.
Jen would laugh the same amount every time she did it.
Yeah. It was so funny. That was also our favorite part.
There was. Oh, did I tell a story already? Who knows? We're almost at 300 episodes. Did I tell you? Did I talk on the show about when Peach? There was a turkey outside.
Yes. Yeah.
Then we won't do
it. But yeah,
I've been reading. I don't know how I got here, but I haven't read Charles Bukowski in so long.
Okay.
And he's like the favorite author of like guys in their early 20s.
Yeah.
You know, because he's like an angry asshole, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and right now I'm reading Burning in Water, Drowning in Flame.
Okay.
It was actually the first poetry book I ever read in my life. Like it was in my 20s or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Or early 20s.
And now you're revisiting it.
Yeah. And you know, like as a adult, like I didn't. There's some work that you outgrow. Mm-hmm. Like I look at like a Quentin Tarantino movie now. I'm like, I outgrew you. I outgrew this, but I don't feel that way about Bukowski. But I also know that he's full of shit. Mm. You know what I mean? Like his persona doesn't interest me that much anymore. Mm. But the work I think is still good. The actual writing is still good.
Okay.
And I find myself, you know what it was? I think when I was younger, you know, I didn't read poetry. I thought poetry was something flowery and, you know, ancient. Mm-hmm. So I think reading Bukowski, you're kind of like, whoa, a poem can be this.
Yeah.
And now I'm just so used to, like, I read it all the time.
Right.
But it's good. I'm enjoying it, and I got it from the library. I also started reading this book. It's a book of short stories. It's called Pretend It's My Body. Huh. It's sci-fi stories that are like they're not all about transgendered people, but they're meditating on the ideas of transgender. Mm. Like one of the stories was about, it takes place like in a future where like there's just pandemic after pandemic, and this girl, she's like post-humanist, like she's basically gonna die, but she the way she thinks of it is like her consciousness is going to be uploaded into a computer, and she's like, how do I tell my parents that this version of me is gonna die and I'm gonna exist in the internet?
Okay.
And then there was another one interesting story about a girl who, like, a tornado hits her house, but something happens where, like, she starts to, like, I don't know, her soul melds with another soul, so like she begins to feel like she's a male, and like there's like, you know, like there's a scene where she's like, you know, my dick is getting hard, but wait, I don't have a dick. Like it's just really interesting in that it's like it's meditating on those ideas without being so direct about them, and it's called Pretend It's My Body. It's just all about bodies and things like that. It's really interesting. Yeah, I like, my problem is that I fall asleep so easily when I'm reading. Mm-hmm. You know, like I love reading, but it's like sometimes I'll avoid reading because I don't want to just pass out.
Yeah. And
like you could look at your phone and the blue light will like keep you awake.
Yeah.
Even if it's just garbage.
Yeah.
But
it's like a book will just put you right.
You're
out.
like, oh, this is great. Oh, I'm asleep.
No.
You know, because I'm always tired.
Me too.
I'm always tired. Is that like normal?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Who knows in late capitalism?
Third season of I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah. Not as good as season 1 and 2.
No?
I don't think so.
I think it's always better on a second watch.
Sure. But I think it's got a few clunkers in it.
Okay.
Whereas I feel like season 1 and 2
had no skips.
Almost, yeah.
Almost no skips.
Yeah. But there's great stuff in it still.
We rewatched the first, I think, 2 episodes of the season, like last night or 2 nights ago.
I
It's
rewatched
actually
some of it.
comfort watching for us.
Sure,
Even though it's so cringe at
Yeah.
times, like, but when you know what's coming, it's just enjoyable.
It is cringe, but it's not. It doesn't make me cringe. It doesn't make me feel uncomfortable the way like things are, like the way like like the original British Office does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I love the sketch about the like reality show.
The fucking zip line. Oh my god. Summer loving.
Yeah. And I think you're just here for the zip line.
You've gotten into fights with Mike from Adventure 365.
He pulls on the zip line.
He
Mike,
thinks
shut
it's his. I told him, he gets too excited.
And everybody else is doing shit. He's just doing the zip line.
He's doing it. He's like, when you were reprimanded to eat with the group, you ate as fast as you could. He's like, I don't know what's waiting for me back at home. What's waiting for you back at home? I don't know. Something bad. What's bad? I don't know. Is any of this true? I don't know. I love you.
When you started making up lies about other contestants, I truly believe that he's a drug addict.
He said he's never touched a drug in his life. Carlos is a hoe. Oh, the one where he's like it's the same episode, I think, where he's in that conference and he's like mortal enemies with the other guy.
That's a good one.
And he's pretending to throw water.
Yeah. And then the other guy throws water.
He's
like, "You're in trouble."
You're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
I'm not, because you took it too far.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Oh,
Yeah.
You got me pretty good there, buddy.
Yeah. I'm having a big orgy, and you walked in.
The funniest part is right at the end. He always gets me right at the end. And it's like, could you believe all this happened because the teacher? He's like, I'm not a teacher. Wow. I pitched wow out of nowhere. And then it's done. It's just done.
Oh, yeah. The little end beat.
Oh,
like the one where he's playing the egg game.
Oh, the egg game, yeah.
And then it ends with, I think we should be able to look a little porn at work.
It's like, you can't watch this in here.
I never got here before.
A nude egg.
It's not porn. It's my game.
What is this? Oh man, I love that. I love that the internet just immediately makes that a game that you can play.
Of course.
And I've played it, and so have you, and so has Bill.
Yeah.
To completion.
I looked up to see if the dapper, what's it called?
Oh
no, the crooner,
the driving crooner.
The driving crooner.
Yeah.
It's not real, not yet.
Not yet.
The driving
There's gonna be
crooner
decals.
is a good
Just
sketch.
one of these.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to make it not real, and then that has a great turn where he's like, people want to kill me.
Yeah.
And then those kids like, we're gonna fucking kill you.
Driving crooner. Well, but then also just when I was a little kid, I fell into a river and a fish bumped me out. A fish bumped me out with his nose. I knew that I had to do something great. And if it's not the driving crooner, then I don't know what is.
How's he
gonna make money off of it?
What about the dog door where the monster comes through?
The dog door is so good.
Like, my worst fears came true when for 50 seconds I thought that there were monsters on this earth.
Yeah. And he's like, my first thought was, I don't have to go into work tomorrow. What are they doing to us?
I haven't been sleeping well since
Swing dancer flipped my wife at a wedding.
He flipped her over like 9 times.
It's really bothering me.
The idea that would upset you.
It's just
So
so
funny.
much is happening. The neighbor, it's like we were in an argument over a property line, and it's a man with weights jumping on a trampoline in his bushes. Like
Right.
everything about it is
And
insane.
to prank him, he put a Nixon mask on a pig.
And sent it through the dog door. And he's like, I'm not an idiot. I know it was just a pig. But for like 50 seconds, I thought it was really real. And then there's like a picture-in-picture of him shouting like, there's a lot we don't know.
But you know what? It's again, we talked when we did our episode about season 1 and 2. We talked about how it's relatable. We've all had moments where something scared us, and like for a second, like I thought
it was really real.
Yeah,
There's
I thought
monsters on the earth.
Yeah, I thought there was a monster.
But then we were realizing again, like the things he's obsessed with. He's obsessed with fedoras.
Yes.
Cigars.
Yes.
He's obsessed with even the dog door one. It's like Darnington. He's obsessed with these like R sounds, like Bart Harley Jarvis. Like he's obsessed with these things that keep showing up.
He's also obsessed with the idea, and this comes out a lot in the commercial parodies, of somebody whose life was ruined and now they've gone into business to sort of like make up from the failure they had before.
Well, that was also the live audience taping where he's just like, you can hear what the audience says, and then he's saying like, this jeweler is a ripoff.
Yeah.
And that takes a sweet turn.
Yeah.
Where like the producers come out and they talk to him. They're like, "Guy, you can't be talking like this into the microphones." And he's like, "But they like, what happened with that?" He gets the whole story. He seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
I like when it takes a sweet turn. I laughed so hard at the Sam Richardson one with the proposal garden.
Yes. The
fucking wrestlers.
Yeah. I hope he dies.
Oh man, it's a good season. It's just a good show.
The one that I think is a real big clunker is there's a couple clunkers. Like the VR one, I think is kind of a clunker.
It's just straight up weird. It's just so weird.
The one with Santa Claus where they're shirt buddies, shirt brothers.
Oh, see, that one got me.
That one didn't get me.
He's like, I love this song. Makes me feel like there's no rules. When he screams, it says like, listen to the teacher.
I work with an older person who uses this phrase I'd never heard before, but I love it. She'll be like, let's say somebody's eating a lot. She'll be like, they're eating like tomorrow's a rumor.
Tomorrow's a rumor.
Tomorrow's a rumor.
I love that.
I love it too. She says it all the time.
I love that. She came up with that.
Like
She's
tomorrow's
like,
a rumor.
Trademark me. I love that.
The game show where it's like the metal guy.
Oh yeah.
That
one was kind of like,
no. But you know, I mean, it's good.
He's out there.
You can't like, I don't know. You can't be mad at something for not being incredible, excellent. Like if you start incredible, like everything's gonna feel, you know what I mean. But it's like you can't, based on any against any other sketch show, it's still incredible. It's still
so
amazing.
Great. Yeah.
No, that was one wasn't good. The party with
Patty Harrison. Yeah, that was okay.
It was like because it's like it should have went in some direction further. I don't know what direction.
Yeah, it felt like I was waiting for another joke or something.
Because it's like,
but also they didn't use her at all. Like she was just in that one sketch the whole season.
And it's like, what? Like she's like talking to and feeding weird things to the cutout. It's like, I don't know. I guess I thought she was gonna think it was real. I don't know why. I don't know. I know like
she was almost treating it like a voodoo doll.
Yeah, like it didn't.
Weird.
And that guy was the guy from the fucking "Why Don't You Drive" sketch.
Oh yeah, he is the boss. Oh,
yeah,
man. I liked the one with Will Forte in the ponytail though.
That was a good one.
He crawls under the car. You can't park on the sidewalk
because you crawl under.
Do you know him? No. Why would I know him?
We're good. We're all good.
I loved the older Asian woman in that sketch. I just loved her so much.
Yeah.
She's like, it's like a bunch of screenshots of cigars.
That's another thing. He's obsessed with cigars.
Cigars.
He thinks cigars are very funny.
And he's not wrong.
It's the steaks that are going to kill you. It's cigars you're smoking that are going to kill you.
It's like smoking 5 Macanudo cigars.
Yeah, he is obsessed with cigars.
Yeah. All right. And the big one. I saw The Little Mermaid yesterday.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Right, because you texted us and you're like, I have thoughts.
I have so many thoughts.
It felt like you were about to be negative. So I was like, why don't you save it for the show?
I have more cheers than I have jeers, but I have some jeers. I mean, I liked it overall. I thought it was.
I have a few. I'd call them nitpicks. I really loved it, but I have a few things that.
I think it ran long. I think it was a bit too. I mean, it exceeded the runtime of the original by 51 minutes. So it's
But I like the new songs.
I don't like all the new songs, but I. So, do you want to do jeers first or cheers?
Sure. All right, I didn't realize you had it all.
I have a list, but I don't
please, go right ahead.
It's not a long list.
Okay.
Mostly is that I think it was too long. I think it could have been trimmed down a little bit. I think the runtime looked. It was a little long. The one thing I wanted every time I saw Ursula, I wanted more from her makeup.
one of my nitpicks is that she's really just doing kind of an impression. I feel like they could have done more with Ursula.
I agree.
That's, I think, one of the weakest things. Not that she's bad in it.
I don't think she's bad. I just think at times she sounds just like the voice actress, which is wild. But I don't think she's elevating it at all.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think it's as funny as the original. I think the original is pretty funny. I thought
it was really funny.
I think stuff...
We've been quoting when she's talking about like longing, and Sebastian's like, "What you know about longing?" We quote that a lot.
Yeah, I think most of the Sebastian funny stuff is just recycled from the original movie.
No, see, I feel like this Sebastian had a different vibe to him.
He does have a different vibe, but he's saying the same lines.
And it is different shit. Where he's like, I had choice, I had options.
I'm an educated crab. Well, there's one. He has one line that really made me laugh when after Scuttlebutt. Oh,
love the Scuttlebutt.
No, fuck. My kids loved it.
Who said
their
what?
Favorite part is their favorite part.
Well, we went from saying it was terrible to listening to it ironically.
It's an earworm. That's the worst part about it. It's an earworm.
But then when we saw the movie and we saw it in context, we loved it.
I didn't like it in context. It's so grating. And I mean, I guess it's meant to be, but it's not good. And it's not even that I hate Awkwafina, because I don't. Raya in The Last Dragon, I actually think she's charming in that. Like, and she has her like horrible voice in that too, and she's pretty good. But she's just so like, "Hey, what's up, girl?" I'm like, "Oh, could you?" I mean,
I found it funny.
Come on.
I thought it was hilarious when he was like, "You can't tell, you listening to me? You can't tell anything." She's like, "Yes." Like the way she like
those got laughs in the theaters.
Why don't you say something nice to me? We've talked about this. Why don't you say your feathers look nice today, Scuttle?
Scuttle.
I enjoyed all of that.
Scuttle is their favorite part. They love Scuttle.
Your kids are right.
They laughed so hard every time Scuttle was around. They were smiling the whole time Scuttlebutt was on. But I did get that was like my one true laugh in the whole movie was when she throws the blanket over them and there's like a long pause. Like she had left the room. Like, you're too close, Scuttle. That was a good one.
Wait, what about when like she's trying to teach him like how to blow on a thing so it looks like she could kiss and Sebastian's like, I see you, girl. Get her, girl.
Yeah.
Get
it.
That
got a lot of laughs in the theater.
That was a lot of fun. I like all the stuff they add. I like. To me, my major problem would be to try to make it less like he's a colonizer. They make him adopted to
a black queen.
But to me, just make him black then.
Right.
Like just go ahead and make him black.
But I did like what they added like, him. Oh, Black Ariel can only be with the Black Prince. Like they did the same thing sort of with Tiana, where they made him like Indian, I guess. Naveen. I don't know.
Yeah. But I like
a French actor play him. That was weird.
I liked it. Also, like in the original, her interest in the human world kind of immediately just becomes her interest in him, and that doesn't happen in this. Yeah. Like she still wants to. In the end, they go off and explore. Yeah. Like he also like interests. Yeah. That's
I mean, so the jeers were pretty short. It's like I hate the Scuttlebutt. I think it was too long, and I just wanted more from Ursula. But overall, when you said it's the best live action one, I was like, really? And I think it is. My favorite before this was Jungle Book.
Okay, I haven't seen that, so I can't speak to it.
It's good. Okay. But I think this is better. I still think Jungle Book is very strong. But I think this one is better. Halle Bailey's adorable.
She's incredible. Like
she's so
cute. Is
her
so
voice is
good.
So good.
The second time we saw it, like the audience cheered, like when she holds the end, like you already were owning it, and then you flexed like crazy.
I didn't see Part of Your World. I didn't see Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Why?
And I didn't see her crash the boat into Ursula because I was in the bathroom with my little 2-year-old son.
So I'm gonna erase everything you just said.
What? That it's too long? That I wanted more from Ursula, and that I don't think it's as funny.
It wouldn't feel long
so
if you were enjoying yourself watching beautiful songs.
I was enjoying it, but I think it. Even missing those 3 major parts, I still felt it was too long.
Maybe it's because you were tending to children.
It's a long-ass movie.
It didn't feel long to me.
That was made for children.
It didn't feel long to me.
It was every child was like shifting in there. It's a long movie for a little kid to watch. It is, but it was a long movie for me to watch too. I was like, we could trim some of this down.
I don't know.
I think so.
Disagree.
Well, fine. But the music I think was very strong. If you're gonna add to what's already like a perfect soundtrack, like I think the songs were good.
I like Eric's song.
I like Eric's song too. Yeah, I like his hero song, Uncharted Waters.
I think Le Poisson was in it and cut out because Sebastian refers to it.
Oh,
so I think like it'll be on the Blu-ray.
Yeah. What do you think about the cut for? I didn't see the cut, so I know it wasn't there at all. But the body language, was my favorite part.
Yeah, people talked about like, oh, they're gonna make it woke. They did very little. They cut out her saying body language.
Yeah.
And then in Kiss the Girl, they just changed one line.
Right, you just have to ask her.
Yeah, just use your words and ask her.
Use your words and ask her.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I fucking love this movie so much. I loved when instead of her just Sebastian whispering his name, she points to Aries, and that's how she like gets. I don't know.
Yeah. I loved that.
They were so good together.
I love all of her agency. Yes. 3 extremely strong parts of this film are, and I was telling all this to Bill this morning because he was at work, so it was just like me and the kids. The development of their relationship and showing that he has a treasure trove just like she has a treasure trove.
And he has a Little Mermaid.
He has a Little Mermaid.
They made it titular.
But but I also loved that she was able to enhance his love of the sea by showing him like you can break open this molten rock, you can blow into this conch shell, like, and that spark between them of
the fact that they both don't feel like they're getting what they want from life.
And narratively, I was sort of like, oh, why make her forget about the kiss? Well, it like develops a more honest relationship in which she's not looking for him to kiss her constantly. Like she's just there to enjoy him and he enjoys her.
Oh, wait, that song is probably the best added song. The song she sings.
Oh, like for the first time?
Yeah. Which is like in her head.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and like that was so good. I loved it.
Right, like she's singing and it's like this real like show moment because she's like in a spotlight and then it all goes away because she has no voice. That was very good. The other thing I thought was very strong was that in the original movie there's this distrust of the human world from Triton, but there's really nothing coming from the human world. In this film, there's equal distrust.
Right.
So people on land really believe in mermaids. They're like, guys, this is the coral moon. This is the most dangerous time.
Right.
And like the queen, especially at like the wedding scene or the engagement party scene, is like, see, like this is the madness of the sea gods. Like they would kill us all if they had the chance. Like,
right. They both say that they kill us all if they had the chance.
They hate each other, and so when they get married at the end, it really feels like they are bridging the gap between these worlds rather than, oh, we never even knew mermaids existed. Here you all are. So it's like a real like leap of faith when they come to the surface that they're deciding to trust each other and move forward. I also like that he's always looking for like quinine and like things like medications and new technologies, and like that's why he's always at sea. And then the third thing I can't remember, but let's keep talking and I'll remember.
Okay.
But her agency. She steers the ship into Ursula. She's the one who grabs the necklace off of Vanessa's neck. She comes up with a way to tell Eric her name. Yeah. She outsmarts the shark. Yeah. She's like, it's never accidental.
Right.
She is the master of her own destiny. Like she's coming up with ways to outsmart. And also, they get around the whole, she wrote her whole ass name on a piece of paper in the first movie. And this one, she doesn't seem to know writing, which makes sense because why don't you just write your name down and tell Prince Eric your whole story?
Right. She gives a scale.
So it's in blood.
I like the way they changed it. They made the breasts also like scaly instead of using...
Like a bra?
Instead of using shell bras.
Shells? Yeah.
Because it also makes sense because only mammals would have that. So like why would you wouldn't have boobs anyway? So but it was just a smart change. I like that they made the sisters all from the Seven Seas.
Yes, that was so cool.
Yeah. But isn't the Caspian Sea landlocked?
Yes. But she doesn't rule the Caspian Sea.
But there's a Caspia.
There's Caspia.
So Caspia, like what? She got a ride to
meet. None of the
meet.
seas are really landlocked. Like the Caspian Sea is near Russia. Does it touch? But everything you can get to everything else.
Okay. because that was what was ruining it for me.
She seemed to rule like the area near Eric, which seems like it's like a Caribbean amalgam.
Did you like Under the Sea?
I loved Under the Sea.
I love that.
I thought it was gorgeous. I gasped. Like when she was swimming with the pod of dolphins, I was like, my girlhood fantasies of like, this is what I do when I'm a mermaid. I swim with dolphins, and like I never saw it on screen. It was there. It was. I was in my above ground pool.
I ride on.
I was 7 years old. It was great. I loved it, and the bioluminescence.
Yeah, it was
absolutely
awesome.
Loved it. Did you catch the Fantasia reference?
No.
In Under the Sea, there's a part where, I mean, great use of all the sea life, so beautiful. There's this part where, I guess there's sea snails.
Yeah.
They come up.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember in Fantasia? There's like the mushroom
dance.
Yes. They play that in the background very lightly because I was like, oh my god, this looks like the mushroom dance, and then I heard it. I was like, this is so cool.
I didn't recognize that. I love that scene though.
If you have a TikTok, I haven't seen that Easter egg anywhere, so. Get on
There's a hidden Mickey in there somewhere. I forget where.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it an urchin like they have in Epcot? Because that would be pretty cool.
I don't remember.
Ariel's the original Manic Pixie Dream Girl. You know, she's always.
But not this one. This one is.
She is a little. She takes the carriage, and he's like, "This is fun."
Well,
but like, it's very dangerous, and she almost kills children. But you know, something's funny when they're married at the end. They're both like more sunburned.
Yeah.
And her hair is lighter. Mm-hmm. Like her hair went from being really sort of, it's never like that red, but more like orangey to like there's some blonde in it at the end. Like they've both been out in the sun a lot.
You know, it seems like there's something people can't decide on is whether they get married at the end or they're not married at the end.
They're not married and they just go out to sea.
Yeah, because I've seen reviews say either. I read it as they were married and this is like their honeymoon is to go out in the sea. But really, I'm just reading it that way. There's nothing that really indicates that.
No, I think you're wrong. I'm not going to elaborate. No, I think the visual language of clothing is telling us that they're married because she goes from being in a blue dress to like a white dress. It's a predominantly white dress. So I think we're reading marriage without them having to tell us. And traditionally, like they go off in a car that's decorated in cans. Right, exactly. And like they have the rowboat has all the decorations on it. So I think the movie is telling us that they're married.
Yeah.
And I think those people are unintelligent who said they weren't. So, yeah. Well, I have a note here that says Eric's dimples, yes. I like his dimples. I do.
Well, it sounds like we're in agreement. This is the perfect movie. It's the perfect length and the perfect movie. Let's take a break and we'll come back with obsessions.
Okay.
Welcome back.
These are my obsessions.
It's time for what?
Confessions.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's time for obsessions. What's your current obsession?
Trixie and Katya videos on YouTube.
What's that? What are those words?
So, Drag Race. Well, here it is. It's just in my algorithm now.
Oh, Jen loves those. Jen loves that.
So Trixie Mattel and Katya, who's like now known as a mononym, but like her last name was like Zamoldichkova or something. They were contestants on RuPaul's Drag Race. And then I think neither of them won the season that they were in, but then they were brought back for All Stars because they were fan favorites. And then I think Trixie Mattel won. And then Trixie Mattel also has like a music career and like has had shows and stuff. And then they do like shows together. Like they have a web series with Netflix where they just like watch things and react. They have a web series with like Vice or like Viceland called and it has to be pronounced like that.
Okay.
And that is my true obsession. I love it.
You love what?
That one. No, they do it. She does it because Katya says it wrong, she says. And so Trixie, it's and you have to do hand motions too. You have to go That's the title of the show. It's spelled like UNHHHHH. And I absolutely adore it and love it. They sit into like almost like bar stool height chairs, and they have a green screen background, and they just have conversations about like different topics. So it's almost like a podcast, but it's visually very rewarding because first of all, they're both in really great drag, and they always have different looks. And Katya always has like more of like a goth kind of look, and Trixie Mattel is like a 1960s Barbie. Like that's her aesthetic. And so they talk about all different things, and they're very funny people, and they say crazy shit. But then my favorite part about it is there's all this like green screen editing happening. So like in post, they add all these like little animations to everything that they're saying. So like for one time, she's like, Katya was saying like, I had a lizard once that burned. And like, you just see like a lizard appear and like a little laser like fire out of Katya's head and like set it on fire. So they're just adding like funny little animations to all these things. And it's just so funny. It makes me laugh so hard. And at like the end of the day, like I just want to turn off my brain and like laugh at these two drag queens like saying really, really funny shit. And I have like one of my best friends is like a huge RuPaul's Drag Race fan and like watched all the seasons. I've never watched a single episode. And I just love it so much. And it was like one thing was suggested to me once. I watched it. I laughed so hard. And then it was done. I always had videos.
The almighty algorithm.
I love it. And my favorite are the compilations. So my favorite compilations are titled Trixie and Katya moments that give me a chemical burn from the perm.
Okay.
Part 1 through like 25.
Okay.
And there's so many, and they all have the same title, and they're all just different clips. They're very quotable. They say all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
I love them. I really love them. I can't recommend them enough. They're so funny. And I keep sending your brother things, and he's like, I love that you're in your Trixie Katya era. I'm like, I am. I really am. I'm truly obsessed. And he's like, okay. I'm like, I don't know if you watch any of these, but you should, because I keep sending them to you.
Jen watches a lot.
I love them.
She sends them to me sometimes.
I love them so much. I just find them so funny. Yeah.
I met a drag queen Barbie not that long ago.
Oh?
Yeah, we went. Actually, it was like 6 months ago. We went to this drag kind of burlesque show called Santa's Secret.
Okay.
It was Christmas themed, and where's the picture? We met a lot of fun people. Okay, here's us with Barbie.
Oh, wow.
Barbie was really nice.
That's a good Barbie.
And then there's like a Snow Queen.
Oh, okay.
More Snow Queen. This guy, Lumberjack.
All right.
He was sexy. Another thing.
Oh, cute.
It was a fun show. Yeah.
That's fun.
I
don't think I've met a drag queen in person. I think I've seen some at like the Greenwich Village Halloween parade, but like I never went to a drag bingo because I don't want to get roasted. But no, I've never been to a drag story hour because I don't want to get killed by conservative. So but I love these two.
Okay.
And I like the all of the I find it like to be a form of artwork. Particularly like, of course, like obviously the makeup looks, but the two of them are just very knowledgeable also about like fashion eras, and they do all their own hairstyling, they do all their own makeup, they do all their own like vintage hunting for outfits, and even like sewing costumes together and stuff. And Trixie is like pretty famous. I would say she's maybe the most recognizable drag queen like from the States after RuPaul.
Right. Like
she's got makeup lines and all kinds of stuff. And now she says people make outfits for her, but she was doing like, it's very DIY.
Yeah.
The art of drag.
Yeah.
And so like these two, sometimes they get into it, and they're just like, when they're talking about like, and they're not even being funny, they're just talking about like fashion eras and things. It's so interesting. They just have so much knowledge about it, and they're very good at what they do.
We saw a drag show basically in a barn because we went to the Lumen Festival.
Oh yeah.
Which is like, it's like, I don't know, it's how do you describe it? It's kind of Wiccan. There's a lot of like palm readers there, and
okay.
it's like a little festival, whatever, and then but like and it was like in some one of those like like in Jersey they're like those huge farms.
Sure.
Like it was in one of those, and then there was a drag show in like in a barn basically, and it was fantastic. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your obsession?
It's still Godzilla.
We're still doing that, huh?
It's still Godzilla. There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's so much of it.
Yeah.
I just finished
How far are you?
the Heisei era.
Of course.
There's the originals are the Showa era, and then the Heisei era is from 1984 to 1995.
Okay.
So wait, let me look.
Does that end and then right away they do the American one, or is there some stuff in between?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They stopped it to try to hand it over to the Americans ones because
Okay.
they were like, you know what, we make a lot of money off the
That's
toys.
my only Godzilla guy. I haven't even
The
watched the
98
original.
one?
Yeah, it's just
Yikes.
that one.
Yikes. So the
Come with me.
yeah, you
That
basically
was my
have Godzilla.
first exposure to Led Zeppelin, and I thought it was just a Puff Daddy song.
Yeah, and Godzilla.
And Godzilla.
So you basically got it. That's what
I got
Godzilla
it.
is.
You know that happened recently that a crocodile inseminated or whatever. Like it was a virgin birth crocodile.
And it became a giant monster?
a Godzilla.
Okay.
It became
I
Crocodile
didn't
Jesus.
read that.
Well, it happened in 2018, but they published the study this week. So it was like big news this week.
Oh, okay.
It happens sometimes in like birds and snakes and some things. But it happened with a crocodilo who was living alone for 16 years and then had a baby. Whoops.
Wow.
Whoopsie doodle. Yeah. So it's interesting. But it wasn't alive. It was stillborn, but it was a perfectly formed crocodile baby. Yeah. She just did it on her own. Sisters.
Doing it for themselves.
You know. Yeah.
So I'm 22 in.
Okay.
I just watched Godzilla versus Destroyer
Okay.
from 1995. That's the 22nd film.
Now, I believe you said this stuff originally to Anthony, and he's just never asking the questions that I want to ask. And so I get to experience this now as a listener and now as a participant. Why did you start this journey? Was it Everest? Was it just a mountain to climb?
Partially. Well, I'm a real weeb, like I've really gotten into anime, and I like to read about Japanese folklore, and so I guess I guess it started because I read an incredible book about Japanese pop culture called Pure Imagination.
Okay.
And it touched on it a little bit there.
Do you feel like it's a text, like an text that informs all of anime?
It informs a lot of everything. I mean, like it's definitely has an influence on. I mean, it's obviously had a bigger influence there, but like you wouldn't have like even like some of the super like Power Rangers. You wouldn't have Power Rangers if it weren't for Godzilla.
Yeah, definitely,
like shit like that. And just like the way it influenced that kind of tokusatsu culture, like sci-fi and superheroes and stuff like that. And it's just and it is like an Everest. Like I was like, you know what, I saw the first one not that long ago. I mean, I had only seen the 98 one, the American one from like 2016, which I didn't like, and then Godzilla versus Kong, which I did like.
Okay.
But then I saw the first one. It was just on like some stream service. Like, okay, and I was like, wow, this is really good. And then Alamo played it for its anniversary. It's like, okay, I'll go see it in theater, and it was really good. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch them all. And it's a crazy journey.
Yeah,
it's a crazy journey because you're going over decades, and it's just like every one is different.
Is it the first ever like kaiju type thing, like giant monster?
Kind of. I mean, the creator of it says that he was influenced by King Kong because King Kong.
I guess, yeah, it's first. Is that Harryhausen?
I'm not sure if King Kong actually is Harryhausen or not, or if
because that was all giant stuff too, right?
Well, it was some. I mean,
I feel like I've seen like
the Argonauts and Jason the Argonauts.
Yeah, that was it.
It's stop motion.
Okay, yeah.
Which Godzilla isn't.
He's
it's
not.
A guy in a suit. They call it suitmation. Yeah.
Wow.
It's always a guy in a suit. Even like
It looks like a figure.
even like recently,
Huh.
like they've still done the guy in the suit. They're fine with it.
One time on this show, my obsession was like guys in dinosaur suits chasing
Yeah.
after people. Nice to know that it's got some pedigree behind it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I gotta check in to see if they made any more of those. There were like 4 videos, and I watched them 100 times.
I mean, it's a lot of fun
So good.
because it's like the thing. It's like there were monsters on this earth.
For
a
I'm not
second.
a fucking idiot. I know dinosaurs don't exist, but for 50 seconds, I thought it was really real.
And there was a dinosaur.
There's a lot we don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
A fucking you see a dinosaur coming at you, you're like, that's a dinosaur.
That's a dinosaur, I
I'm
know.
pretty sure I know what a fucking dinosaur is, and that's coming at
and
me.
you know what? Applaud them for their humility, because they don't assume that they know everything. That they don't know every creature that exists on this earth still. How the hell are you to know?
Right.
You don't know. I've never seen a crocodile in person.
Or like those videos where it's like a snowman that moves. Like maybe for a second they thought that snowmen can move.
Maybe they do. What do I know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's almost beautiful, really. Like, did you ever see the one where like somebody put like really, really fake looking spider legs on a dog?
Oh, yes.
And they were like, holy shit.
This is something I've never seen before. My brain doesn't know how to
Shelob.
make this work.
It's a giant spider. Oh, wait, no, it's a dog.
It's just a dog.
It's a dog wearing a costume.
Because it's running at you with the speed of a dog.
Right, but the
legs
thing-
are just like jumbling
and you're
all
like,
around.
holy shit.
And it's the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
And you know, giant spiders are such a big part of fantasy. Like you're like, at some point I'm gonna see a giant spider.
So this thing exists in your mind already, and now here it is.
Right.
Here it is to find you.
Like I'm eventually gonna see a giant spider. Here it is to find you.
Oh man. Yeah. So Godzilla. How many do you have left? Just 20?
No, I think I'm over the hump.
You know, that old Godzilla hump everyone talks about. Once you get through,
I don't know.
to
I think
the
I think it's
90s,
like
you're
30,
home
30
free.
something.
30
still,
something.
Yeah, there's still
left.
plenty more. No.
Altogether.
Yeah. So there's only like
If you've done
15-ish.
Okay, so you've done 22.
Yeah.
So then you have so you have less than 20 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basic math would tell me that.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Right. There's different eras. I just finished the Heisei era, which is better effects, and also they kind of all connect more than the originals. The originals
Interesting.
barely have any continuity.
Okay.
They just keep doing it. There's characters that appear in all the new ones.
Are there
So it's
Godzilla
interesting.
heads? Is there like a fan community?
Oh yeah. G fans.
G fans.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that because I want to give a shout out. Part of this journey for me, besides watching the films, is watching like YouTube essays about Godzilla.
Okay.
So I want to give a shout out to Big Action Bill.
Okay.
This fucking guy. This is what's so beautiful about the culture we have. This guy makes like highly detailed, highly researched 30 to 40 minute videos, histories of every single Godzilla movie.
Crazy.
And like, he doesn't even have that many followers.
Wow.
And he's putting in this insane amount of fucking work. I mean, he has way more followers than me, but it's like the amount of work he's doing. It's like, this is incredible. And then there's also Up From the Depths, which is another good YouTube channel.
Okay.
And then Matt Draper, another good YouTuber.
Matt Draper. Sounds familiar. I feel like I probably watched one or two.
Yeah, because I like watching the movie and then like watching like reviews and then like and you know rankings and stuff. And,
Yeah.
This I don't know. There's something interesting like about watching like 30 years of shit really quickly. Like I don't have to like if there's a bad one and there's plenty of bad ones. It's like okay, I'll tomorrow watch a better one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to wait 3 years or whatever.
Oh man, was this the end of our beloved Godzilla with this one movie?
There's a lot of false endings. There's a lot of like this is the end. Oh wait, no, we're gonna do more.
Does every movie end with him dying, or he's
No.
just still doing his
He only
thing?
dies. He only dies once. He dies at the end of the first one.
What does he do? He goes back to sleep?
No, he'll go. Well, as it goes on, he becomes more the hero. So he'll just go back to the sea until we need him again.
Got it.
He's the hero we deserve. Yeah, he dies. Technically, if you're like being strict about the continuity, in the original series, there's two. There's the one from part 1 who dies at the end of part 1, and then from part 2 to like part 15, it's a different one, and that one never dies.
That one never dies.
And then they rebooted it, still counting 1 though. They just discounted all the sequels, and then another new one, and then but that one dies.
In the new ones. Are those the
not the
Garrett?
not the American ones.
Okay. Well, who was the director on that? It was somebody.
Garrett Edwards.
Garrett Edwards. Okay.
Who did
He did 2 movies or just 1?
I'm not sure.
Bryan Cranston's in one of them, right?
Yeah, he's in the first one. Although they barely.
Okay.
They advertised it in a weird way.
Okay.
I
remember being interested in that.
Kong vs. Godzilla was fun.
Huh. And that's in that continuity?
Yeah, that's the.
Or it exists on its own too.
No, yeah. The it's its own cinematic universe. 2016 Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla something monsters.
So that's related to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, Legendary bought King Kong and Godzilla, and it was like, we're gonna make our own universe, basically, which is kind of what they always wanted to do.
Yeah.
The third Godzilla movie is Godzilla vs. King Kong in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
There's actually more King Kong movies in Japan than here.
That's wild.
They love King Kong there.
Huh. Interesting. You know, it's so funny what a country's monsters tell you about their anxieties.
Yeah.
Right?
You are
like,
right.
it's just the narrative of the enslaved person for King Kong.
Yeah.
And the nuclear anxiety.
Yeah.
In the post-nuclear world of Japan.
It's interesting watching the whole series because you see it shift and change. Like in the Heisei era, there's a lot of Cold War anxiety.
Yeah.
Like you see things shift and change, and the best Godzilla movie is Shin Godzilla from like 2015, 20 whatever.
Oh wow, a recent one.
Yeah, that's the best one, and that one is really influenced by the tsunami and the meltdown that happened, Fukushima.
Okay, yeah.
Like even some of the images is like, this is right out of, like, they're just doing those images.
Wow. Do you feel like this is going to be a fandom that you are passionate about, or that you just like know a ton about by the end of this journey?
Yeah, you know the sad thing is that actually I think as I age and become more and more an expert on pop culture, I don't know if I can again like completely wholeheartedly like love something. Like it's a lot of it's intellectual to me. I mean, not that I enjoy it on a visceral level or emotional level, especially like something like Godzilla, because a lot of it sucks. It's just like this is fun, but I kind of work my way through things. Like when I'm done, I'll move on to whatever the next thing is. I guess that's the point of this segment too, like that your obsession changes. So I'll always then consider myself a fan,
right?
But and I'll want to see the new ones when they come out, but it won't be like the constant thing. I'm always wanting to consume something more. Well, this has been PCMC.
Sure has.
We come out every single Wednesday. We started at the beginning of time, and we will stop coming out on Wednesdays when there's no more Wednesdays.
Nope.
When we run out of Wednesdays.
Yep.
When
tomorrow is a rumor.
When tomorrow's a rumor, that's when we'll. But then if tomorrow happens, we'll still come out.
We'll be there.
We're getting close to 300. Very close.
I think you're gonna say we're getting close to tomorrow being a rumor.
We're getting very close.
We're almost there. Oh, 300.
We're very close to 300.
Yep. 300.
It's gonna be exciting.
What happens then? Do you get us all a car like Avon ladies?
Yes. Wait, what? That happens? No, that doesn't really happen.
That's a thing.
No.
That's a thing. Avon ladies get a car.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
It happens.
It's a multi-level marketing scheme. No one's getting cars.
People get cars. Some people get pink cars. I've seen them in parking lots.
No, that's the rube.
Happened.
That's the bait.
It's the bait.
You're never gonna.
There's someone with a net waiting for me inside.
You're never gonna get a pink car.
I've seen an Avon edition car.
All right. Well, we gotta end on this nonsense.
Whatever.
We end every episode by saying,
"Bye, Avon."
This is why This is what you're here for. This is
why I invited you here tonight. As a guy, after we stop recording, I'm gonna show you all this Avon I have.
Yeah, I've got a garage full of it, and I really gotta move it.
Oh no! Go bye.